Hey everybody, it's old Grandpa Cotton. What's going on out there today? Yep, I got my old buddy. God rest his soul, Mr. Floyd. Sure missed my old buddy. This was our cooking team. Our smoking stoke. We won a lot of awards for our smoking stoke meat. Hey, what do you expect? We good cooks. But look, y'all don't forget about my fishing tournament. June 17th, we got thousands of dollars worth of prizes to give away to all the kids. All the kids is going to walk away with rod and reels and tackle boxes and all kinds of goodies. I mean, we got nature tents to give away, 2 lifetime fishing license. I mean, I know it's Father's Day weekend, but y'all come on out and enjoy your kids, and maybe they can win them $100 bill. I mean, hey, it's worth a shot. I hope to see all y'all out there. Well, today I'm gonna show y'all how to make my award-winning Boston butt pork roast. There's not very much stuff to it. There's not very much ingredients that goes in it. Um, you don't have to overthink a pork to have an award-winning pork roast. You really don't. I mean, a lot of people go through the extremes. We don't go through the extremes here. We just do what we do best, is cook. So let me get around here, and we will get to the cooking video, and I will show y'all just what y'all need for my famous, award-winning Boston butt pork roast. I'm gonna pull y'all down here where you can see what's going on, like that right there. Now, there's a couple things you do to this thing. Number one, you want to wash it, not with soap and water. Just wash it, rinse it off good, towel pat it dry. Now this is a good roast. This is the kind you want to look for. It's got a lot of fat in it. See all that fat down in that roast, isn't it? That's what you want in any meat. Any meat, beef, pork, um, veal, lamb. I mean, or you know what I'm talking about. Whatever kind of meat you use, you want marble fat in it. And steaks, if they're not full of marble fat, don't buy them. They're junk. They're junk cuts. So if you get a ribeye that's got marble fat all in it, that's gonna be a good steak. If it ain't hardly got nothing in it, it's junk. If they sell it cheap, it's junk. Don't buy it. So don't buy junk meats. You get what you pay for. Pork roast are the same thing. Now this is a half of one that we done cooked a while back, and this has been in the freezer. But notice the fat cap. The fat cap, you can put a dimple in it. I mean, this is an old pig. It got some good meat in it. Now, what I like to do is to start off with, and I showed y'all a video on this butter. This is country crock plant butter right here, y'all. It's good for you. It's good butter, and yes, it's made from plants. But let me tell you something about this plant butter. I showed y'all a video on it, you lady folks, you men folks. Y'all couldn't believe the video. I may have to do another one. If you take country crock or blue bonnet or anything like that out of its container, and you put your 4 scoops, 4 tablespoons full in a fruit jar, and you heat it up in the microwave. What's what comes out of it? It's going to be half butter and half water. That's right, half water. They're getting the consumers. They mixing water with it, getting the consumers because you're getting half of what you're paying for. Now this country crock plant butter, it's more expensive. But, and I'll show you here in just a minute, you can put this in a fruit jar, and you can bring it to a boil, set it to the side. When you set it to the side, after, let it sit for about 10 minutes before you look at it, all of it. And you won't see any separation of butter and water. That's right, it's amazing. So when you're making cakes and stuff like that, and you're adding blue bonnet or country crock, the old cheap brand butters in it, you're adding half water to your cakes and stuff. That's why when you go some places, the cakes are delicious and moist. It's because they're using real butter, not fake butter. This is plant butter. And I know there's other kinds of butters out there, milk butter. I mean, this is male milk too, but I mean, this is the best butter you can cook with. Trust me. Trust me. You got it right here. All right, what I like to do is I take 1 stick of butter to 1 pork roast, and I put that butter inside a cup and just mash it down to the top. Yep, I'm going to lick my finger. That's why my cookbook's called Finger Licking Fixes, and it will be out next month. It's going to be here. So y'all get a hold of my Southern cookbook. Now, what I want to do right here is I'm going to add about 3 tablespoons of Tony Sastry. That's right. You listen to this because it's an award-winning pork roast. You can win awards with it. I done it. Tony Sastry's and butter. I'm gonna put this in the microwave, heat it up, and I'll be right back. All right, I got the butter out the microwave and the Tony Sastry's in it. We're gonna stir it up here a little bit, like that right there. Now you want to heat this up for a minute and a half. Okay, a minute and a half ain't 1.50 on your microwave. It's 110 on your microwave. 60 seconds plus a half. All right. Now here we go. Now this is a old recipe. This is what's gonna make it good. You see that right there? Grandpa's recipe. This is ribbon cane syrup. It has a molasses and syrup mix in it, okay? And what you do is you add a little bit of this syrup right here to your mix. Y'all pay close attention to my secret recipe. You want to add about 3 tablespoons full of this delicious grandpa syrup in there. Okay? Finger licking kitchen. Alright, we're gonna stir this up. Just like this right here. We'll make sure it gets good and stirred up. Now, by doing it the way I'm telling you to do it, your butter will get real dark colored. That's what the Sastry's in the butter. Now we're gonna take this out of here. I need to put it in a different jar, y'all. Ooh, that's hot. I need to put it in a, give me just a second while I can get it in this syringe. Once you fill up your syringe, you continue to inject your pork. Now you want to get it all in there. That way these juices is all through this pork. I'm going to tell you a little secret. This will be mouth-watering. It'll be buttery when it comes out. And it will be delicious. Now, for a lot of people that don't know it, these old ones right here, they aggravating to get anything in. These old big commercial plungers here. Well, we got to get it out the thing first. Just shove it down in your meat like that right there. And add your mix to the top of it, just like that right there. You see all them seasonings going in there, y'all? Man, that's what you call pure goodness right there. Pure goodness. I tell y'all what, this bad boy's hot. Yeah. If I can get it on there, I can't see too good no more. Alright. Woo! Lord, that sucker's hot. Now we're going to inject some more in him. Come over here to this side. Fill him up good. Yep. Fill him up real good. Get it in there where you can get it. See, it squirts out if you ain't careful. But just get all your meat in good. All through it. I feel like I'm at the knee doctor, him putting these shots in there. Alright. Once you get all your injection in, I like to take him. Good old soy sauce. That's right. Soy sauce on pork. Rub him down real good with soy sauce. That'll soak into the meat extremely quick. See how quick that soaked into that meat? Now that's going to give him that dark, pretty color when he comes off the grill. Now, what we want to do now is I take spicy mustard for a binder. Rub him down good with that spicy mustard. Like I said, we won awards on this meat, believe it or not. I know cooking videos, I don't like to do them because they take a while to do, but, you know, I mean, it's all good. Now we're going to take some good old brown sugar and throw on it. We're going to rub that brown sugar down. Make sure you rub it into that mustard. All over the place. Rub him in. Just massage him. Pretend like this is, well, Just massage him down real good on the old butt. Alright, got the brown sugar on. Now, this is the good part. You notice this don't have no label on it. This is my famous recipe. It's a hickory smoke, sweet, with a little heat. Got all kinds of seasonings in it. This is under review for being patented and sold right now. So I can't tell you what's in it, but I can assure you it's delicious. Watch out after the cookbook comes out, because my brisket seasons will be coming next. Just take this sucker right here, and I mean coat him good. Coat him all over. Make sure that sticks all over him, down the sides and everywhere. Now, you can't add too much of this Grandpa Cotton seasoning, I'm going to tell you. You're not going to overdo him, okay? Not going to overdo him. Look at that seasoning. That is a perfect mix of sweet and heat. And that's what you want on any kind of meat. A little sweet and a little heat. Now, me and my old buddy Leslie Floyd, we always cook on a wood grill. But I'm putting this on a smoker. If you do competition meats, you have to cook over wood. You cannot cook with, when you're in the real, like the PBR or PBS barbecue cook-off and all, you have to use wood stoves. You cannot use any kind of gadgets that cook for you. It's not something that you can do. You have to cook over wood, and we usually cook over pecan. Pecan is the best wood for cooking a lot of meats, and cherry wood is best for birds. But I prefer pecan over anything. Not mesquite, not hickory, but pecan. Now we're going to let this set a minute. I've got to get something that I'm going to add on this, and it's very important to the meal and to the recipe. So y'all stand by. All right, everybody, I got him ready. Got him tied down. I'm going to put him on the rotisserie on the pit boss. And you ask, how do you have a rotisserie on your pit boss? Well, I built it. I added one to it. So we're going to go out there and put him on the grill, and I'll show you what he looks like. All right, we're back with the rotisserie and the meat. And what I have in this bottle is homemade apple cider. My wife makes the homemade apple cider. And we're going to give him a little douse there. Just put a little on him. And what you want to do with this apple cider vinegar, you want to come out here and squirt him down about every 30 minutes for the next 7 hours. That's right. This right here is something like a baby that you're going to have to take care of yourself. You're going to have to nurture it and take care of it. Because when we're doing competition meats, sometimes we're up all night long and all the way up until the time of the competition cooking meats. Because the longer this pork roast sits on this grill, the more tender it'll get and the more smoke it'll get in it. But this is my rotisserie inside the Pit Boss grill. Right there, Pit Boss. I put the running box inside the smoke box. I just drilled a hole through it and run it through here. And whenever I'm not using the rotisserie, I pull it out and it don't get in the way of the wood pellets. But that's it, and it works. And I'm gonna tell you what, boys, if you got a rotisserie on anything, it works good. Now this same rotisserie here, I got a longer rod for it, and I take the motor with me for competition. The only thing that you can use in competition cook-offs, other than wood, just wood or charcoal, is you can use a rotisserie roll. That's all you can use. So, hey, you learn a little something. You say, I can go do the competition stuff. Hey, it's hard to do. It takes dedication and all night to do it. But we'll be back with you when this bad boy right here is cooked down and smoked. And we'll finish up the rest of the video. Good night, darling. Sleep tight in that hot, hot grill. Man, I want y'all to look at that butt. This is about 3 hours in the smoke. We got another 4 hours to go while it's smoking. And after we get through with the smoke, We're gonna wrap it up, and I'm gonna up the temperature to about 400 degrees for about 45 minutes after we get the smoke done. I usually do mine for 7 hours on the smoke, and continuously shoot it down with apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar will help it keep from drying out and give the meat a much better taste. Yeah, I throwed a few hamburgers on there to save it for me and my wife. She got to go to work today. My baby's a nurse, and you know, nursing work's never done. There's always got to be somebody there to take care of you in the hospital. But anyhow, that's where we're at now. I wanted to tell y'all I'm running a little behind on it. Well, I had a massive fire in this pit boss while ago. I'm going to tell y'all something. Just because you got a pit boss or a Traeger and you don't think they can catch on fire, where they can. Just say like a pellet, a couple pellets kind of get hung up in the auger, and then while it's sitting there trying to push, it runs out of fire in the firebox. Well, when it runs the pellets back in the firebox, the way the system works and the computer works, it only ignites at one time. So it just keeps up building up pellets, and then you come out here and see it, and you say, well, I'm gonna cut it off the ECO where it's, you know, got the code on it. And you cut it back on, that starter comes up. But when it cranks back up, you got a pot full of pellets and you can have a big fire. So always keep on mind, do not leave them unattended or not check on them every now and then, because the pellet grills will catch on fire just like the other grills will, with the grease or anything else in them. So y'all remember that. But anyhow, we look like we got the fire level back off and it's cooking pretty good, so we're just gonna let her eat. We'll check back in a few more hours. Alright, everybody, it's been about 4 hours. We're gonna scope her out. Man, don't that look good, y'all? Hey, always remember, come out and spray her down with the apple cider vinegar. That's the key to this pork roast. Apple cider vinegar. That's what we use. That's what keeps the flavors locked in. It'll tenderize the meat a whole lot more. And also it gives it a good taste. Now you don't really taste the apple cider vinegar, but it just that's what makes it what it is. So hey, we'll check this bad boy out here in another couple of hours. I'll get back to you. Alright guys, this bad boy is done. After 7 hours. It's still cooling, but let me show you something here. This is a boneless, completely boneless pork roast. It's tender up. Oh my goodness. Ooh, feel hot. Gotta rest for a little while. I'm gonna tell y'all what, man. That is delicious. That right there would have made my old buddy Leslie proud right there. Well, that's how I make my award-winning Boston Butt boneless pork roast. Boneless now, not no bone, boneless. Now that right there, boy's gonna make some good eating right there. I'll tell you what. That ain't nothing. Ooh, hey, finger looking good. Hey. Grandpa gone.